Lesson No. 10. Photosynthesis. Dark stage of photosynthesis. Light-independent, dark, phase of photosynthesis, Hatch and Slack and AM photosynthesis. Crassylation acid metabolism or CAM cycle / the aim of practical work, formation of knowledge about the light-independent reactions of photosynthesis. Objectives of lesson: name the light-independent reactions of photosynthesis. 2. Explain Calvin cycle, C3. 3. Describe the Hatch, Slacks and Karpilov cycle. 4. Explain CAM cycle of photosynthesis. The Calvin cycle, also known as the Benson-Calvin cycle, is the set of chemical reactions that take place in chloroplasts during photosynthesis. The dark phase of photosynthesis, the light-independent phase, which takes place in the stroma and in the dark when the molecules that carry energy are present, is also known as the Calvin cycle or C3 cycle. The light-independent phase uses the ATP and NAD generated in the light phase to make C-C covalent bonds of carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water, with the chemical ribulose biphosphate or RuBP, a 5C chemical capturing the carbon dioxide. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide enter the cycle, which in turn produces 1 molecule of glucose or sugar. Till 1965, Calvin cycle is the only pathway for CO2 fixation. In 1967, Hatch and Slack confirmed observations of Kortschak, Hart and Burr, 1965, made in sugarcane and found C4 or dicarboxylic acid pathway. Malate and aspartate are the major labeled products. C4 pathway is completed in 2 phases. First phase takes place in stroma of mesophyll cells, where the CO2 acceptor molecule is 3-carbon compound, phosphoenol pyruvate, PEP, to form 4-carbon oxaloacetic acid, OAA, C4 cycle or dicarboxylic acid pathway. Carbon dioxide fixation takes place in 2 places, one in mesophyll and another in bundle sheath cell, decarboxylation pathway. First phase in mesophyll cells. Oxaloacetic acid, OAA, is converted into malic acid or aspartic acid and is transported to the bundle sheath cells. Stage 2 bundle sheath cells. Malic acid undergoes decarboxylation and produces 3-carbon compound pyruvic acid and CO2. The released CO2 combines with RUB and follows the Calvin cycle, and finally sugar is released to the phloem. Pyruvic acid is transported to the mesophyll cells. Table: differences between C3 and C4 plants. Significance of C4 cycle. 1. Plants having C4 cycle are mainly of tropical and subtropical regions and are able to survive in environment with low CO2 concentration. 2. C4 plants are partially adapted to drought conditions. Crassylation acid metabolism or CAM cycle. In succulent plants as Crassulaceae family plants like Kalanchoe growing in semi-arid or xerophytic condition, the stomata are closed during day and are open during night. The stomatal rhythm helps to conserve water loss through transpiration and will stop the fixation of CO2 during the daytime. At nighttime, CAM plants fix CO2 with the help of phosphoenol pyruvic acid, PEP, and produce oxaloacetic acid, OAA. CAM cycle. Thanks for your attention.